Sync clap for recording. Check 1. Mute that now. Okay, we'll get onto the treehouse in a minute, Gendo.
Okay.
Because I do actually have a little surprise for you.
Go on.
Well, normally how we get an introduction and we get like a pre-recorded introduction to our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I've only gone and wrangled a live introduction courtesy of Christian Stevenson, aka DJ Barbecue in the house.
No way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me please present for your listening pleasure the dulcet tones of the Gen and Mr. What's your name again, sir? Tim Wildwood? Warwood? Hi, guys.
Hey, man.
Christian.
What's going on?
Well,
Hang on. I've kind of ruined it. Gend, you're really loud for some reason.
Because I'm excited, probably. I'm excited.
So what am I doing again?
You're just introducing our podcast. You're telling everybody at home that they are listening to a 20-minute uncut audio delve into the life of two best friends.
Okay, cool. That's easy. All right, no problem.
Well, I've just done
Check
it. You don't
1.
need to do it now.
I don't?
No, go on.
No, go
you
on.
can
Do it now. Give it your best. Go for it.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, radsters and rad babes, open your ears and your hearts and listen to the dulcet tones of two of the Earth's best friends, Tim Warwood and Adam Gendle and Tim Warwood.
Nice.
Yay.
Nice. Good work, man. Thanks, Steve-O.
No worries, my friend.
Yeah.
Checking in with the high country forecast.
Guys, stop. Whoa. I think we're going to have to start this again. Gendle's way too loud.
What? Nothing is different from any of my levels or anything.
It's on your mixer, like your mixer on the
different.
What mixer?
Mixer.
How do
on
I
your
make
Chrome.
my pods work on my phone? They only work on my laptop.
Don't know.
They just immediately went to my computer, but they don't immediately go to my phone. And they're not fucking cheap, these things.
No, they're not. I don't know how you reset those.
What am I doing here, Tim?
Right, on your IPDTL browser,
Yeah.
how high have you got that set?
Microphone is 100%.
Yeah, bring it down a bit. It's
To
for
what?
some reason I've got you
Okay,
dragged.
that's 80% now.
Okay, 80%.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still rolling. Right, I'll come in. So there we go. So we've got a live introduction from Christian. That was nice. Little surprise for you, wasn't it?
That was great. Thanks, Steve-O.
Hey, you're welcome. I did another one. You want to hear the other one I wrote for you?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah.
You might remember these two from that award-winning show, Goldmouth. You guys won an award for that, right?
Don't think we did, actually. But
Oh, okay.
You can
that
say
almost award-winning show, Goldmouth. They both worked on that BAFTA award-winning and multiple RTE-nominated Rad the Groms tour. Please open your hearts and ears for Tim Warwood and Adam Gendle. Gendle.
Thanks, Steve-O. Loved it. That's brilliant.
It's a good thing. Well, you guys are still best friends, right?
Just about.
Yeah,
Okay,
on paper, mate.
Just making sure.
So Christian,
Yeah.
did you have a nice weekend? Happy Monday. What did you do this weekend?
I had a great weekend. My only problem is I've got to swap two of my kids' bedrooms.
Oh.
And of course Fraser's got the biggest room in the house, and he's just reluctant to give it up to Blue. But Blue is 20 years old and Fraser's 14, so I think it's time Blue gets the big bedroom.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm doing that today whilst Fraser's at school. I'm just not looking forward to the mayhem when he gets home and I've messed with his stuff. You know what I mean?
What's your technique? Just move everything into like the lounge out of one room and then.
Fraser's room is
across.
his room is so big because he was sharing it with Noah, his older brother, and so we can just kind of move everything to a side, slowly get Blue stuff in, and then just make the swap. It should be okay. It's just there's a lot of stuff to deal with, but we're getting there. It's just dealing with little mini egos and they don't know how to control them. You know what I mean? Because they're 14. I mean, I'm
You
still
might
trying to
find
control
some.
my.
You might find some hidden teenage boy.
I mean, let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there. Christian.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that,
Sticky
Steve.
sheets.
Oh,
Sticky sheets.
what? Oh, what? Come on.
Man. Hey, Christian, thanks, bro. You have a good day, and we love you, and we'll speak to you soon.
All right, have a good one, y'all. Bye bye.
See you, mate.
Bye,
Love you.
bye,
Bye,
bye.
baby. Oh, that was nice.
That
so
was
cool.
nice.
You're gonna get people live every week now.
No, absolutely not. I'm gonna get people live every week. I hate to keep saying this. You're so loud. It's like ear-splittingly. You're like peeking out every time.
Well, what?
Have you
I've
changed the
literally
gain on
not-
your mic or something?
Not done a single thing different. Oh, my gain is up a bit. How's that?
That's much better. There
Okay,
you go.
so should I put my mic on the levels back to 100 then?
That sounds okay to me, but maybe go up a little bit. Yeah, go
How
back
about
up to
that?
100.
That's okay. Hang on. That should be the same as normal now.
Yeah, there you go.
I think.
There you go.
Okay.
Right then, should we start the show?
Yeah, do it. Start the clock.
Boom.
Does the clock starts now, or does it start with Christian? Because he ate into a lot of time. I mean, he can rattle on.
Mate, he loves a chat. No, I've started now because I feel that we've got 20 minutes to talk, and like you say, he can crack on, can't he?
Yeah.
So there we go. What's cracking, bro? You all right?
Do you know what? What is literally cracking? You struck the nail on the head there. Is that the right saying?
No, struck the nail on the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what did you say a few weeks ago? He's sailing by the wing of his pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were trying.
I said it when I was really angry.
Yeah, he did. He was trying.
That guy! He's sailing by the wing of his pants.
That was good
what
for
it was
you.
About. Yeah.
You were angry though about something.
I was angry, but it diffused the situation because we laughed instantly.
But that has now become a figure of speech for me and you. That you know, whenever we're saying that people don't really know what they're doing in a job, he is sailing by the wing of his pants.
No, in fact, was it not sailing by the wing of his ass? That was it. It was meant to be flying by the seat of his pants, and I said sailing by the wing of his ass. There wasn't a single word right. Oh yeah, I don't know where that came from, but anyway, that's lighting my mood now because when he said what was cracking, I'm literally livid. I know you're in a bad mood as well because I've just smashed a glass. One of these posh glasses. We got these a few weeks ago. Well, no, back when we got married, we got these beautiful glasses as a wedding gift from Camilla's brother's girlfriend, Victoria. Bought us these beautiful glasses. And a few weeks ago, I smashed one while I was washing up.
Oh.
In fact, Camilla was washing up, but I'd left it in a very precarious position on the edge of the thing, and it fell off. So she was upset. I went, don't worry, I'll just buy a new set of glasses. I'll buy a new set. They were so expensive. I was like, what, this much? Okay, I'd already said I was going to buy some. So I bought some more, and then this morning I've just smashed another one.
Oh, God.
Livid.
Well, you know what I'm going to ask now, don't you?
What?
How much were they?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Come on.
No, because because they were a wedding gift originally, and that gives away the price.
Again,
but basically,
my mum always says a problem shared is a problem halved. Tell me how much they were, then I can share in the anger.
No, I'll leave that out. But basically, more than I would pay for glasses. I wouldn't buy a set of glasses that much. They're posh. They're the best glasses we've got. And were. So another one down. So that was just annoying. But I know you're livid. Go on, tell us your reason.
I'm livid because this morning, also something broken. I've walked outside, or I've seen actually from the kitchen sink into the back garden. I built the kids a treehouse this summer, and I spent probably a good week building this treehouse, ripping apart pallets, which I don't know if you've ever tried to rip apart pallets. That's a job in itself. But ripped apart these pallets to then cut them all individually to make the slats, like the slatted walls. And there's probably about 50 or 60 of them. And I was away in Austria last week, and whilst I was away, the kids have kicked them all off and like just basically destroyed the treehouse.
Unbelievable. I saw it on your story. Why did they do that?
I'm livid. I don't know.
How were they not stopped after the first few? Did Luce not see until she went out and just saw like bits of wood everywhere?
Yeah.
And they just went crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
What possesses a child to kick their treehouse apart?
To bits. I don't know. Because they're little dicks, that's why. I'm like livid. And do you know what? They're lucky that I've just kind of discovered it now while they're at school. Because if they'd have been here, I don't know what I'd have done. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't advocate whacking your kids, but yeah. Well, I bought them these really nice little burger sweets and chocolates from Austria. They're in the bin.
So they're not having them.
No.
They probably won't go in the bin, will they? They go in the
I'll have them.
cupboard. Yeah.
Adult's belly.
They're not. Did you actually put them in the bin? You haven't put them in the bin, have you?
No. I'm going to eat them.
Well, why did you say they're in the bin then?
Because I'm angry.
Why did you say that?
Because I'm angry.
I'd be angry. Yeah, you looked angry in your Insta story. We should urge people to go and watch the Insta story. You should make can you make that into a full story, like the building of the treehouse, and then add that on at the end as a separate story? You should do that.
Well, maybe should. Probably won't have time, though, if I'm honest. Because
no.
this is now a YouTube show as well as a podcast.
Of course.
I've got to edit all this together later as well. But anyway, people don't want to know about that rubbish.
We should urge people to our YouTube, if they're listening, that they can actually go and watch this and see the lividness on Tim's face right now, because it's real.
Also, we should urge people to go and leave us some nice reviews over on Apple, because do you know what? We've been getting some reviews. Have you seen? We're getting 5 stars and everything. Someone called me a DILF.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that like a spelling mistake? Were you trying to say something else?
No, it wasn't a spelling mistake. Oh my. No. But do you know what, as well? So I've been called both a DILF and a gay icon. So, mate, if you're ticking boxes, look
You're
no
killing
further.
it.
Mate, I'm crushing it.
What about me? They said anything about me?
Not yet.
Am I not either of those things? Okay, fine.
Hey, in fact, being a gay icon flips perfectly into Sunday, what I did yesterday. I flew back.
What did you do yesterday?
a gay guy was chatting me up on the aeroplane, and he gave me the steward, and he gave me a cup of coffee for free.
Nice.
So yeah, result.
Working
anyway,
it.
I'll get to that. Let's start with Saturday. What did you do on Saturday?
Saturday, do you know what? It rained all day. It rained all day here, and I had the most relaxing day sitting and sorting out my photos on my computer.
Oh,
it was. Do you know what? It was really satisfying. I basically had all my photos from this year and from previous years. I sorted them all out, made some albums, and I also listened to on Spotify. Listened to Britpop classics, which took me back to my teenage years. Songs I haven't heard in years, and it was really enjoyable. It's not a very exciting anecdote, but it was really nice. I really enjoyed it.
Well, let's put it into context. You love taking pictures, so you've got thousands and thousands and thousands of digital images.
Yeah, so many. It was really therapeutic to get that sorted out, and by the end of the day, I was up to scratch. And then we did a family Zoom with
you're back on them
with Camilla's family. We did a check-in with them. That felt very lockdowny again.
Yeah.
So checked in with them, and that was kind of it. I'm trying to think what we did after that. Just watch some telly, I think. What about you? Come on, tell us about Austria.
Yeah, I was in Austria. So I spent a week in Austria. So I did 2 jobs. I did 2 Saturdays. But of course, because of quarantining, I just couldn't come back home in between. So stayed out. So this Saturday was the Red Bull StreetStyle World Finals. So that's keepy uppies and the round the worlds and the flicks and the headers and all that kind of stuff. And it was cool. Spent the morning. I had to go and buy some new shoes. I went trainer shopping. When was the last time you went trainer shopping? I mean, we're very fortunate in the fact that because of our snowboard backgrounds, we've got a lot of friends that have gone on to work in the industry and then have kind of slipped 3 pairs of trainers out the back door of the warehouses for us. So But yeah, I had to go and buy some new trainers. So
What did you get?
Got a nice pair of Vans.
Nice.
Yeah, just gum sole.
Sweet. Sweet.
Very expensive trainers, aren't they?
I know, yeah. I know.
Definitely going to make them last.
Yeah, make them last. Clean them off.
And then I went to host this live TV show, which was good. It was live. I didn't realise quite how big of a deal it was. I knew it was on Red Bull TV, so it was on the app and online and YouTube and stuff. But about 15 minutes before we went live, the producer turned around to me. She went, "So it's going live to just over 60 countries." I was like, 60 countries?
Wow.
Yeah, so it was quite a big broadcast, and it was good. But just before I went on, because it was a studio show, when you go on, because there's a lot of lights in the studio, you have to have makeup on, because otherwise the lights make you look very pale. So I've had makeup on a few times, and it's quite therapeutic to sit in the chair and be pampered, and it's it's definitely a novelty. But I'm sitting there, and the girl's like, "Okay, and now we put on your makeup." I was like, "Okay," and she went, clunk, and put on the desk this massive air compressor. She turned it on, and then she pulled out this, what was effectively a car spray paint gun, and she went, "Now close your eyes," and she spray painted my face. So I was sitting there going, this air compressor, and I was like, "Oh my God," and I could feel, if you imagine somebody spray painting your face, that's exactly what it felt like. And I was like,
yeah.
"Man, how's this going to look?"
Was it like a bronzer? Did it make you go brown?
Mate, I looked like Donald Trump. I opened my eyes afterwards. I was perfectly orange. I was like, "Oh my God, what do I look like?" And
did it wash off after?
No,
the show?
No. I had to. It was like, I think it was creosote. I think it was the kind of thing you put on your fence to preserve it for a couple of years.
Wow.
But but actually under the lights, I did look okay. So she was right. I was wrong.
I tuned in actually at the end. I caught the final. Final showdown with the two brothers in the final. So that was pretty exciting. But then the best bit was at the end when you went, "Right, we're going to do the best trick
I got it
announcement."
Totally
No, you didn't. It was fine. But it was because I hadn't seen up to the show before then, and you said that Cesc Fabregas was going to be in, and then he suddenly appeared like a hologram, like flipping Princess Leia in Star Wars, appeared in the studio next to you. I was like, "What's going on?" And you suddenly turned and were talking "Hey Cesc, so who's won the best trick?" And you were talking obviously to nothing.
Yeah, I know.
And it was really, I was like, "Whoa, look at this production value," and this hologram of. How did they do that? That was big budget.
What did it look like? Because obviously I was in the studio, so I couldn't see. You could tell he obviously wasn't there.
Well, yeah, because you said live from Monaco wherever he was, and I thought he was just going to appear on the screen behind you, and then he was there as a figure, Star Wars, and you were both chatting. I thought, whoa, I was like, "Oh, this is fancy."
Yeah,
but
that's pretty cool.
Liked it.
He was a really nice guy actually. Had a bit of a chat with him afterwards, a bit of an interview, and he was a lovely guy. So it was it was good, really nice broadcast. I did make a few mistakes at the end. I threw to the wrong prize giving ceremony, but obviously the technical issues of beaming in people from all over the world and having them there on the cameras, on their webcams performing and stuff. But yeah, it was quite cool, quite revolutionary really for what they were doing. So yeah, bravo.
Looked good, I thought.
Bravo Red Bull, bravo.
Yeah, it was a good, looked like a good event.
Now, I've got to make an apology here because me and Gendle, we had to stop. We weren't ready. We didn't have all the assets and things. So we've actually cut audio and we've restarted again. So we're kind of breaking the first rule. But I assure you that it will never happen again. Anyway.
Ever.
On with the clock.
Okay, clock's on again. Okay. So what, we're going to read out some listener
yeah, let's find out what the listeners did. Yeah, let's do it.
We got a message on our Instagram from Abby Egan, who said, "My friend was waiting at the tram stop and a squirrel jumped on her head." Quite like that one. Abby, thanks.
We've had one from Andy Sherm. I think it's Andy Sherman. He said, had a proper get off my land moment with an angry farmer when I got lost on a bike ride.
Oh.
Sherm, careful, dude.
Gotta be careful with farmers. They can be packing heat sometimes, can't they? Dave Cracknell spent 2 hours breaking himself trying to learn new tricks on his mini ramp.
Oh.
See, Dave Cracknell, I mean, he's our kind of age, isn't he? So,
Old.
you know, mini ramps are unforgiving. But I saw some clips as well of him doing that. Good work there, Dave.
Dave Reffel, been in touch. Nearly died by dropping my phone in the road on a bike ride in the rain. Saved the phone and had to try and free myself from my cleats.
Oh.
Doesn't sound good, does it?
No, not really. Have we got like an audio message from anyone this week?
Yes, we do. This one comes in from world-famous photographer Nathan Gallagher, nonetheless. So here we go. Enjoy this.
Okay, it's slightly embarrassing for a grown man, I suppose, but staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, so technically not the weekend, so this morning at like 12:49 to watch the SpaceX launch, which to me was pretty amazing. I got a bit overly emotional about it, but I know a lot of people aren't bothered.
Cried watching a shuttle launch.
He loves it. He's such a nerd, though, Nate, for all the space stuff. Loves it.
Yeah.
I just saw a picture of the rocket today, and it looks a bit phallic, doesn't it? I sniggered.
Did you?
Snigger. Yeah. I saw a picture of it on Instagram, and
Well,
I mean, that's the first thing my brain thinks of. It looks a bit funny.
It's the new Dragon capsule at the top, isn't it?
It's the capsule.
capsule.
It's the capsule. Resilience, it's called, isn't it? Is that right?
What, the shuttle or...
No, the rocket. The rocket. Thanks, Nath.
Thank you, Nathan. Do get in touch. Send us your little voice memos. We love to hear what you've been up to. And it genuinely doesn't have to be amazing. Just whatever you've been doing this weekend. And like Nathan said, that's actually this morning. So we're breaking all the rules this week, aren't we?
Yeah, we're trying. I mean, and send us your messages. We're trying to get people to follow our Tim and Gendle Instagram, aren't we? We did a call to action earlier this week, and quite a lot of people started following.
More my friends than yours.
More, well, you know. Oh, look, we're on 959 followers.
Oh.
So go and give us a follow at Tim_and_Gendle. That dead easy one. That dead easy one to remember.
Right.
That was funny.
Do you want to know how I nearly died yesterday?
Yes, go on. We've got to be running out of time soon. How long have we got left?
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
All right, go quick.
Yesterday, flew back from Munich into Dusseldorf, changed planes, Dusseldorf into Birmingham Airport. Last year, me and Gendle were working on a TV series called Animal Impossible, which was a kind of an animal myth-busting show for BBC Studios. Traveling the world. We did 57 flights in a year. That's more than one a week, so we did a lot of air travel. Well, when I flew back from Munich yesterday, I've never experienced air travel like it. I genuinely saw about 80 people in the whole airport, and 40 of them were staff. It was the quietest I've ever seen an airport ever. It was just really crazy. And flew into Dusseldorf on a really empty aeroplane, super bumpy, really, really bumpy landing, like full stomach churning, all the works and everything. And I thought, wow, that's pretty bumpy. Actually, one of the bumpier landings I've ever had. So that was that. Landed. Then, I don't know why, I just started to freak out a little bit, and I was waiting for my next aeroplane from Dusseldorf to Birmingham, and I'm waiting, and I've got the mask on, and all of a sudden, from nowhere, loads of people arrive, and then probably double the amount of people. It's like everybody all of a sudden wants to go to Birmingham. So I get onto the aeroplane, and I'm sitting down in my seat, right in the middle, 18, and as I'm waiting there, sitting down on the plane, all the families come on, and of course they all start sitting around me. So the families are sitting around me. I've got my mask on. I'm all of a sudden feeling very exposed to COVID, like I'm definitely going to catch it now. This is the end. And then I'm just starting to stress out a little bit. And the plane starts to taxi, and then they're like, no, we're going to dim the lights for takeoff or whatever. But they just turned them off. I mean, they didn't dim the lights. They turned them off. And I've never been on an airplane. It was pitch black, right, in the airplane, which was weird. I'm cramped in the COVID tube of death. Then the plane starts to like make this noise that in 57 flights last year, I've never heard a noise like it. It was like the engine wasn't an engine. It was like a tumble dryer of spanners. It was going... The plane's like... And it's like rattling down in this noise. And I'm thinking, oh, this is moody. And then on my headphones comes a Primus track called Jerry is the Race Car Driver. And I'm going to play a little bit for you and just see if I can put you in the mood of where it was. So this is like, obviously, like a car starting. And then it's like... It's this like really horrible music. And I'm just... And then all of a sudden the plane takes off and it's going through the air. And it's like this... Man, it's just the most stressed out I've ever been in my life.
Why didn't you
and
skip that track?
At this point was bumping up and down, and the plane was shuddering, and the turbulence was insane, and the bins started to open. Then the kids were screaming, and I could hear them through my noise reduction headphones. And God, and I was just sat there. I was like, this is literally how I'm going to die in the dark. Now infected with COVID, I'm going to go on the register as being died from COVID, regardless of the fact that I've died in a Eurowings plane crash. And with Jerry was a race car driver pumping out of my headphones. And
oh man, yeah, make it stop.
Yeah.
That, why didn't you just skip the track? Well, that was going on. That was making me feel intense. Then
I don't know why I didn't, but oh, hold tight. So yeah, anyway, that was my...
Well, you survived, man. That sounded quite intense. You're quite a nervous flyer anyway, aren't you? You don't...
I was okay. I was okay, but then, yeah, that wasn't fun last night. I think it was just being in the dark as well, in the aeroplane.
Yeah.
It was really, really minging. Anyway, I landed. I'm alive.
Yeah.
So
good.
And now I'm isolating for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's it. You're in. So, yeah. So, what are you going to do for 2 weeks? What's the job? I guess build a treehouse again.
Build a
Too soon. Is that too soon?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'd leave that for a bit. It's winter now. Man, make them miss it. Make them miss it.
It's just, I mean, it's still there. It's just dangerous. They could fall out easy.
Put some tape around it so they can't go up it anymore. They
Yeah.
blew that. They blew that.
Absolutely.
They don't deserve it anymore.
All right, mate. Well, I'm
okay.
going to crack on. I'm going to go get a coffee. Good to chat. And,
Yeah, man. All good.
Hey.
No,
go on. Sorry, I was just going to say, people listening, thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Do go and
so-
subscribe. Get on Apple, 5 stars, leave us reviews, all the works, and a little share. Just let your friends know if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same. Give us a share. Maybe go to our YouTube and have a little look at that as well if you feel like ever watching what goes on when we make this. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Well, you'll hear us next week.
Man, we should definitely work on our outros.
Oh, maybe. I mean, they're probably turned off by now. It's fine.